4, 3, 2. MPower series podcast on your radio. We got knowledge feeding through to your soul. Motivation, manifestation, mindset. You got questions, we got answers. I bet you're on.
Welcome to a live podcast from MPower series podcast. I'm Diaisha from MPower Consulting. Visit our Instagram page and be sure to click the notification bell at the top. It should be at the top right up here when you go to our page so you don't miss any of our posts or our live videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and let's get started. All right, so the word for today is education. Okay, education is the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university. Or another definition for it, an enlightening experience. Okay, as business owners, it's important to continue our education, okay, higher education, so it's important for us to learn more about the business industry as a whole when it comes to just anything with the taxes with it, marketing, branding, anything in the business industry, and then again to learn more about our specific craft. Today, we will answer some business questions we have received this week. All right, so let's get into these questions. Hopefully these answers to the questions are very helpful for you. And maybe even there's some things that you had questions about that you thought about and now you have the answers to them. So question number 1, what are the first basic steps to starting a business? Okay, of course, the most basic step of them all, the idea. Okay, you have to come up with the idea for the business. What is it that you're going to do? Who is it that you're going to serve? What kind of services? What kind of products? The whole nine. And with MPower Consulting, we're actually here. We're a business idea fruition consulting agency. So what we do is help you get your ideas going or even give you ideas for a business and then just get your ideas in motion so you can start making revenue with your big ideas. Okay. The next thing to do would be to research the industry. So say you want to start a business in the fashion industry. You have to know about fashion. Maybe you don't already know anything about fashion at all, but that's the type of industry you want to get into. You need to do your research, okay? Top trends, potential revenue, marketing sets, all that. You have to know about it, so you need to research. Even if it's something that you're very passionate about and you know about and you've been doing before you even started your business, it's important to research because trends change. Potential revenue changes, the way you market things change, so it's important to do your research when starting a business. Another thing that's important is to check out our business starter checklist, which you can find on our Instagram page, or you can log on to our website and you have the free downloadable PDF of the business starter checklist. On that checklist is just a host of items that you need to fulfill to get your business started. And then once you get your business started, different items you need to fulfill to get your business going. Okay. Question number 2. How many logos should you have or should you start out with? My suggestion is to start out with at least 4 logos. Okay. So your logo number 1 is your graphic design logo. Number 2 is your typography or typographic logo, which is just the words, like words of the logo, no graphic pictures to go with it. Number 3 would be the transparent version of that graphic logo. And then number 4 would be the transparent version of the typographic logo, which is the writing, like I said, just words. Once you get your business going a little more, maybe you can delve into the introverted versions of your logo, which would be like a light version and dark version, or black version and white version of your logo, especially your words, because depending on which background you're putting your logo on, you might need the light version, you might need the dark version of the logo. So it's important to have at least start off with those 4 logos to get you going, because different packaging, different promotion items, different flyers, different ads will need those different logos. Question number 3. Should you use your own personal number for your business? Okay, I want you guys to think about this. It seems like common sense, but it's not. A lot of people do use their personal numbers for their business. I don't suggest that you do that. Okay, You're not going to turn your personal phone off. You're not going to get rid of your personal number. Don't give out your personal number as your business number. Plus, it's unprofessional. How do you answer the phone? You're just going to answer your phone professional like all the time, because it could be anybody calling. You don't know if it's for business or for pleasure. So I suggest not using your personal number as your business number. Instead, you can get a free business number from Google Voice. They have numbers on there. I think their personal numbers that they give out are free. I want to say they may charge for their business numbers, but you can use a number for a number. It doesn't matter. So check out Google. They have free phone numbers for you to use. And then you only need one device. You can just use your phone. You don't have to get a second phone, a second device, or anything. You just have a second number. And actually, with that second number for Google, you can actually access your text messages, make calls, and access your missed calls and your voicemail from all of your devices that you log onto your Gmail with. So you can check all that stuff on your phone, your tablet, your computer. I've sent out mass messages from my second number, which is my Google Voice number, from my computer, which is easier because I can type a lot faster. So there you go. It's a lot easier than having a second phone, and it's a lot safer and more professional than using your personal phone number. All right, let's get into this next question here. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will get to them the best that I can. Also, you can email us at info@empoweredatl.com, and we can get into your questions in our next live, or just shoot you an email back with the answer to your question. Okay, should you lease or buy a building or storefront? So that is typically up to you how you do it. It depends on what it is that you're doing, what your business is about, your services, what you're offering. It depends on what area you're trying to get your business in and all of that. So it's best to do your research on the pros and cons of leasing or buying a building or storefront. Leasing is temporary, of course. It's a lot easier to get out of. If you're just starting and you don't even know how your business levels up, it's best to lease, because you don't know, say your business just doesn't work out for you, then you're stuck with a building or storefront if you buy it. So it's best to lease it. Say this area that you're in, that your business is in, doesn't have the best kind of traffic that you're looking for your specific business, what you're doing, or maybe later on down the line you see that another building is available in a better area that you believe your business would thrive in. If you're leasing, it's easy to change areas. If you're buying, it's not. So that's one of the pros and cons right there. So with Empowered Consulting, we're actually a co-working company as well. So we'll have co-working space available towards the end of 2022. Co-working space is also a good idea when you're first starting off, because you're not committed to a specific space, but you do have your own space to work in. Plus, you can meet other people. It's better to network. You can balance your home and life a lot easier that way. So also look into co-working space as well. Okay, next question. How do you get a free website? Okay, a lot of you have websites, and a lot of people are kind of skeptical on getting websites because they do cost money. So a way to get a free website, I'll give you two options. You can use like the free versions of Wix, but you'll have like your site name .wixsite.com. A lot of people don't like that, but that is an option for a free website. Another option for a free website would be you buy a domain name, which doesn't cost a lot. You can get a domain name of your choice between maybe $6 to $12 annually, which isn't a lot for a domain name. You own it, so there you go. You get the domain name, and then you use a free Google site. The free Google sites are typically best for just when you're using informational website. You can't really use Google sites when you're selling things on there and it's an e-commerce. There are ways around it, of course, because I have a Google site and I also sell products on that site. So there's always ways around stuff. You just got to be creative on how to do it. But when you're first starting off, you don't really need too much to start with. So look into maybe possibly purchasing a domain and then utilizing a free Google site. Next question is, where to look for grants for businesses? Okay, I can delve into that a little bit, where to look for grants for businesses. So you can look for local grants from your county. Like here, you can look into Fulton County, DeKalb County, Gwinnett County. But wherever you live, look at your county sites, like whatever your county is, .gov most of the times is the website. Go to your county sites, and then they typically have a page specifically for businesses where they have different resources for grants and things of that nature. Some cities, like the city of Atlanta, also has a website where you can look on there for different business resources as well, and you can look up different grants for businesses. A lot of counties and cities actually, well, some federal grants too, but they definitely want to give this free money away to these small businesses to get it started, because if they give you this free money, or they give you free space or discounted space in the city, that builds revenue for the city or county as well. So as they help you, you'd be helping them. So definitely look into that. But different organizations within cities and counties also help businesses with funds and grants and stuff to get started. Like in the city of Atlanta, Invest Atlanta actually helps a lot of businesses get started with different grants that they offer. At one time they were on there and they were doing applications, I think, for free space for like brick and mortar companies. So, you get a storefront for a certain amount of time because you'll be bringing revenue to probably like a new neighborhood or up and coming neighborhood, things like that. Next question is, how do I create more or even just better content? So I'll say this: the best way to create better content, one, is to start off with a content calendar where you're having your calendar and you're writing out for each day what kind of content you're going to put out for that day. And then before you get to those days, you can go ahead and plan for that content. That way you stay organized, and then you get out more content that way. Because if you're not organized, you may skip days, you may lose your ideas and things of that nature. So content calendars are very important because you can strategize and organize all of your ideas and make sure that you touch each one of those tasks and complete them. So content calendars are very important. Make sure you research how to do those. But you can also look around on different people's pages to get ideas of how to put out different creative content. Maybe check out some people's TikTok videos and kind of revamp what they're doing. Not to steal their ideas, but kind of get an idea on how to do it. And just revamp what they did and turn it into something new for content for your business. Just check out other people's stuff just to get kind of ideas going. The next one. What is a business coach? So business coaches are typically expert entrepreneurs and executives who know how to grow successful businesses. Okay, they share that experience to help other business owners reach their goals. Hiring a business coach is like having a highly experienced partner in your corner. I do suggest reaching out to a business coach, especially if you're just starting. Like I said, it helps other businesses reach their goals, and it's like having an expert in your corner. You want somebody to call on, somebody to ask questions, to answer your questions that you ask, and so they can really help you kind of get started and not be so stressed out and just sitting there like, oh my gosh, I'm just overwhelmed, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go from here. So business coaches, I do suggest. Although MPower Consulting does give out a lot of resources and helps you strategize ways to reach your goals, we're not a business coach or business mentor, but we do try to help the businesses that we work with reach their goals and strive for the best. But we do suggest getting or reaching out to a business coach or mentor. Sometimes you can find different business coaches or mentors doing seminars on Eventbrite. I actually love Eventbrite to kind of connect with different people in different events and even trainings on there. So make sure you check that out to find a business coach or mentor that's right for you. Okay. And that is it for our Q&A for today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Small Business Shout Out Saturdays, because we will be giving away 2 free memberships for 2 lucky businesses to be a part of our trial run of Empowered memberships. And an Empowered membership kind of just It's an exclusive membership for business owners and entrepreneurs to kind of get exclusive resources for their business, exclusive deals on different products and promos, and networking experience and all of that, which will be offered. Those memberships will also be offered in our co-working spaces. So I hope you all found this Q&A video helpful, as this was our business questions answered series of our podcast. And until next time, you all stay empowered, and thank you for joining.